I've already started. Bye bye. It's your girl Tri. Long time no see. I know I have been ghost for quite a while, but a lot has transpired since I last spoke with you all. The triathlon that I was training for did happen about a month ago, actually, about a month and like 3 days ago on September 11th. It went really well. I was really pleased with my results and my time and how I felt afterwards. So yeah, that's what this video is about. This is just going to kind of be like a recap of the race and just my general feeling about, you know, how everything went down. And if that is something that you are interested in, stay tuned. First things first, about 2 days before the race actually happened, so on the Friday I was at work sitting, you know, plugging away at my computer, and I got an email. I checked the email, and I don't know if I've mentioned this in previous videos, but the swim portion of the race is actually, you know, it takes place in the Potomac River. And if you're not familiar with, you know, the DMV or DC in this area, the Potomac is pretty disgusting. I mean, it's pretty gross. Like, you know, bacteria, parasites. I mean, I'm sure there are dead bodies and body parts and chemical, all types of just disgustingness floating in that river. So, yeah, on Friday I'm sitting at work, and I get the notification that the swim portion had been canceled because apparently, you know, the water didn't meet the standards that they were supposed to meet for human contact. So the swim portion of the triathlon was canceled, much to my dismay. You know, the event that, I mean, I do best that I could do in my sleep was canceled. So that was kind of a bummer. It went from a triathlon to a duathlon. But you know, I made the best of it. The other people made the best of it. I got some footage, or I had a friend shoot some footage while I was lining up and getting ready and before the race was supposed to start. So you'll probably see some of that in the intro, or I may insert some now. But you know, the race was still, it was still fun. So what happened was they took the docks down where we were supposed to line up for the swim, and they made it like a running start. I will insert some of that footage here. So basically they took the time from the run, like from the beginning of where you started running until you got into the transition area. They treated that as like the run from the water, so everything still kind of ran seamlessly. So, you know, we lined up, It went from like, the men went first and then the ladies went in from like oldest to youngest. So all the waves went, then it was time for my wave to go, and you know, I kind of moseyed my way on down into transition, and I think I maybe stuffed a banana down my pie hole, or down my mouth, and you know, hopped on the bike and did my 26 miles on my bike, which is double the distance I did last year, or almost double the distance I did last year, since this was the Olympic distance triathlon. And it really hurt. One thing I learned, or I have learned, and one thing that I will do, I have to train like I'm going to race on race day. I've noticed when I train on my bike, I take it easy. Like, there are times when, you know, I go a little bit faster, and I'll push a little bit harder, but I'm not training at the same intensity that I need to be training on race day. So that is definitely something I need to work on. So got through, I mean, when I say I barely got through the bike portion. And then, you know, back into the transition area, I changed, down to Gatorade, hit a goo packet, and then it was off, you know, to the 10K, to the 6 miles. And the way my legs were spasming, I didn't think I was gonna make it. Like mile one of the run, if it wasn't for an attendant like watching me, as I got to mile 1, I saw that there was a turn for the sprinters, or go straight ahead if you were an Olympic participant. So it got to a point where my legs were hurting so bad, this is just mile 1 after the bike, that I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna make this sprint turn. I'm just gonna turn where the sprinters turn. Like, you know, I'm gonna kill them with this one, F it. So I got ready to go. I'm nearing the turn. He was like, he saw like, I guess my Olympic thing on my tag, and he was like, oh no, you know, you go straight ahead. I was like, fuck. Okay, so, you know, I ran my race. Once I got through mile 2, things kind of started feeling better, but for a minute there, I really did not think I was gonna be able to finish the race. It was just rough. Like, that bike just took everything out of me. Those heels, I have to train heels from now on. You know, mile 3, okay, mile 4, okay, mile 5, okay, mile 6, because I knew it was the finish line. I mean, I could start to feel things falling apart, but I also felt myself picking up the pace too, because I wanted to finish strong. And yeah, across the finish line, I mean, compared to last year, I did feel a lot better. Like, I didn't feel like just laying out in the street and passing out. Like, you know, I felt like I could actually walk, and I didn't feel like death. So yeah, you know, triathlon number 2 in the books, triathlon number 2 on a vegan diet in the books, you know, an Olympic distance triathlon on a vegan diet in the books. I think for breakfast I had like some oatmeal. I think I had 2 bananas, and I think I had a little bit of toast with some peanut butter slathered on it with some chia seeds on top, just to make sure, you know, I had enough fuel. And the day before, I carb loaded the fuck up. Like, carb me, bro. Like, I went in with the carbs just to make sure that I was really prepared. I was fully hydrated. I drink a lot of water anyway, but I was fully hydrated. I wanted to make sure when the race came, I had enough fuel to make it happen and to finish the race. And I mean, it was great. I felt good. I'm just really happy. I was really happy with the results, and I was really proud of myself for, you know, it to be an Olympic distance triathlon, and I mean, you know, improving as much as I did from last year. So as far as the future is concerned, I definitely want to continue, you know, try girl with the curls. Next year I'm going to sign up for a few. Next year I think I'm going to sign up for at least 3 triathlons, since, you know, this is definitely something I'm serious about. As of right now, I am not training as hard, but I'm still running. I haven't biked since, but I am going to incorporate, biking back into my routine. There's a bunch of 10Ks coming up. I'm actually going to do a 10K on my birthday. Woo! It's only 29, so figured I'd do something like that. But yeah, a bunch of 5Ks coming up, a bunch of 10Ks coming up. There is a half marathon here in DC in March. So I have plenty of time to train for that. I probably won't start running for that until like January. But yeah, the race was great. I kind of have a game plan for training this time around. I'm actually going to join a team. It's either between the DC Tri Club or it's Team Z, I believe. They seem like they have a pretty good program. A pretty good program. So it's between those two. I'm at the point now where I do want to take it a step further and get serious and get competitive and get fast. And I know the only way for me to do that is to be around people. Like if I'm with a group of people, I'm not coming in last. I don't give a fuck I don't care what we're doing, what it is. If I'm with a group of people, Kiosha's not. If I'm with a group of people, I am not coming in last. So that's the plan. I'm probably gonna join the team maybe December-ish, sometime around that time frame, and I'm gonna go ham. There's just like this adrenaline that you get. It's really hard to explain. Like if you're a runner, you know what runner's high is. Well, triathlon is like another level of high. It's the craziest thing ever. I don't want to make this video too long, so I may leave some clips of trailing off and just some shottage of the race or whatever. But yeah, I just wanted to drop in, let everyone know that I'm still alive. I'm still out here kicking. I just kind of took a sabbatical from everything after the race because I was tired. But yeah, if you have stuck around this long and you are still watching, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, it would be nice if you did, just so you'd be notified, whenever I post videos, be the first to know. And if you'd like, go ahead and leave me a comment below. I'm pretty sure I already said this, but thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye. We finished the race. The MVPs, they stuck around. They helped the kid out while I left him to the car.
We love you,
I look awful, but it's okay. I'm done. We finished. We made it. Can I see?